Yo, what's up guys? Eric Chaska, Redemption Fight Club. Today I want to look at getting up off the ground if you've been knocked down or thrown down or what have you in a fighting or a self-defense situation. So, put the scenario in your head. How'd you get on the ground? In my context, we're looking at, I've been tackled, I'm on the ground, I'm in a grappling type of a situation, I freed myself of that person, maybe kicked away, and now I need to get up off the ground in an expedient fashion. So I'm going to hit the floor here as I talk about this. And one of the problems that we're going to encounter here in a self-defense type of situation, if you don't have a lot of background in it, there's a really good possibility that, kind of kicking someone off you may not clear as much as you want. So that person may still have the capacity to jump right back on you. So what we don't want to do is, if I'm down here, I don't want to roll forward into my adversary. That's for obvious reasons, that's going to be less than desirable. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to come up in such a way that I can mount a defense if need be. I don't want to sit here and make some kind of ideology off of fighting from the ground this way. Obviously, I want to get to my feet. But I want to be able to have a defensible position should I need to kick out with either foot or fight back. Okay, from here, I'm going to just lift my hips, shoot my leg through, and come back to this position where I can now come back to standing, and I can either run and get away, because again, this is a self-defense type of a situation, or if need be, I can re-engage if this aggressor is going to come back after me again. So a couple things we need to address here. Strength does matter, even with fighting in self-defense. So mobility and strength is going to just make you move better, move faster. A lot of these things are going to come easier. So we're going to take the Turkish get up. We're going to do it unloaded because these are pretty much the same movements as required to get off the ground in that manner. And we're going to kind of turn into a little bit of an exercise so you can develop the strength and mobility and familiarize yourself with that movement pattern. So let's look at what I did. I'm going to turn sideways here. I was in this position here. I used this hand and this front foot to lift my hips off the floor, sweep my leg through, and now I'm in this position where I can get back, okay? So let's step by step this for you and turn it into a nice drill and a nice strength and mobility exercise. So I'm going to start off on my back. You should do this with either side. It's important to be ambidextrous with this kind of stuff. For the sake of the camera and viewing, obviously, my left leg is going to be up and I'm going to be moving towards my right. So from here, I want to roll to my elbow, okay? So I'm not trying to sit straight up. I'm rolling and propping myself up on this elbow. I'm going to put this hand out so we can keep context with what we're practicing for. From here, we're going to come up to the hand. I'm going to lift my hips as high as I can. This is very important so that we develop the strength in the midsection and in the leg to hold our body up so we can sweep this leg through efficiently. Now we're going to come to a half kneel. I'm going to keep my hands up. I'm going to stand up. From here, I want to do another repetition. I'm going to reverse lunge down. When my knee touches the floor, I'm just going to rotate my back ankle toward my front. This makes kind of like an L shape here. I'm going to sit down until my hand finds the floor. And I'm going to lift my hips again so I can pass this leg through, sit my butt down, come back down to my elbow, and then back to my back again. All right, so that is basically an unloaded Turkish get-up. This is the same pattern that will give you this response if I'm here and I need to sit back, okay? I need to shoot back like that with that kind of speed. So practice getting that hip lift, getting proficient at an unloaded Turkish get-up will give you the strength, the flexibility, and the mobility to be able to kind of maneuver on and off the ground in a self-defense environment. So Eric Chaska, Redemption Fight Club. I'll see you next time.